not as whiny as Amy Pond, or not as I'm in love with the Doctor as Amy Pond. But not as, I won't say not as incompetent, but she has her own weaknesses and her own faults, just like any good character should have. The problem is she's addicted to being with the Doctor, and instead of dealing with that addiction, instead of making that a storyline, and this is of course where I would totally blame Moffat for, we could have had it like, sort of like, another class reunion with the Doctor. I recommend what you're doing with the Doctor. Okay, we're lagging again, hold on. Let's slow down for a little bit. There we go. Oh, wait, you're dead. Okay, good. Stop shooting me. Instead of dealing with a character who is addicted, literally to an adrenaline junkie who's found the ultimate adrenaline thing to be addicted to. Ah, fuck. Fudge. I heard about that. I didn't know it did that much damage to you. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, it does do that much damage. People note, do not get hit with oil and then get hit with a fire arrow. It's just bad. Apparently, if I would have been any less with life, I would have been dead. Oh yeah, that's what's great about the axe. Oops. I am not doing well. Okay, where did I die? Oh yeah, I died up there. Claire was definitely for Matt Smith. I mean, her intro during the Christmas special was nifty. The whole concept of a person who keeps repeating through time, like who keeps, like, showing up, makes sense. You know, the Doctor's obsession with trying to figure out that riddle. The Doctor, becoming more interested in that. Makes sense. But when you got rid of her, what makes Claire special, when you got rid of all that, and then all of a sudden she just becomes another kind of character and kind of finishes her story. And that becomes a problem. Then we need to rely on making her either interesting or her story's interesting. And then Moffat really wasn't providing that, and the other writers weren't really providing that. Except for Listen, which was the biggest disappointment for me that season was Listen, which could have easily brought back the silence as a bad guy. But instead, it was like, it's because Claire was underneath the Doctor's bed when he was a child. It's like, that's your explanation. That's the big reveal. And it felt like, I wouldn't say cheap, but it felt like he wrote this really cool episode. He got all the way up to the third act, and then it was like, oh shoot. Alright. It felt like he got all the way up to the third act, and he was like, crap, I have to write a conclusion to this. And he forgot how. And he just straight up forgot. And I think, and that's sort of aggravating because there was like really good like conspiracies, and they traveled to the end of time. You know, they also like said there was gonna be like things showing up. Oops. Out later. You got excited a little bit. If it was good, it was good till the third act. And the third act is literally the Claire is trying to figure out what's going on, and then doctor's unconscious, and she figures out she's shown the answer, and you're like, that's the answer. The answer is literally the monster under the bed, the creature that exists in everyone's dream, somehow is Claire, because she touched the doctor's ankle when he was crying in the barn they thought was his safe place. She told him to go to bed, and it was only a dream. That's the whole premise of the episode, is them trying to figure out why does everyone have this dream. And it's literally because of Claire. And Claire telling the doctor not to look at a monitor and leave, but never promised to never go back to that location. And it's like, you know, okay, I kind of see what you're trying to go for there, but it didn't work. That doesn't make sense. Your big reveal was kind of Satan, made no sense. Like, it all happened because we traveled back in time and made it happen, but we didn't know it was us because it was us from the future. And I know that can be kind of cool and kind of neat, but if it's done well. There's a Doctor Who story, it's one of the books, so you'd have to actually go look this one up. And it's a really good book. And it deals with, in the future, people, like, there's this machine that shows you what the afterlife looks like. It allows you to die, basically, and see a heaven and a hell. It allows you to see what lies on beyond the veil. And it's the fourth Doctor and Romana. It's second Romana, by the way. And stop shooting me. Shoot. Somehow I clipped through that one corner and fell to my death. I find that amusing. But basically, like, the Doctor, like, is told, we've already met you, blah, 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 you destroyed this area, you did this, you did that, and the Doctor's, like, really confused, because he's like, no, I just arrived, like, for the first time. And it's revealed that he was kind of given the answer because he gave himself the answer? Right. It's a little bit better version of the monster under the bed being because we went to the future and met ourselves. Like, our future self did it. It's a better version of that story. Minus the whole... No. Not again. It also involves, like, a stoned lizard man space alien who lives in a galactic jeep. A van. A galactic van. Because that's all they could afford. Except this was actually, like, literally... It's very cool. It's, I'll have to look it up. But it's one of the Doctor Who Romana stories, and it was really cool. Stop shooting me! You're a dick. But I don't know. That and who Missy is. I don't want to say who Missy is, in case someone who is watching this hasn't got to that far. But I'm not happy who Missy is. I think it's a really, really bad idea. I've met a lot of fans who agree, but my problem is a lot of those fans are also the people who really hate Moffat. Like, a lot. Pity me. So, I don't like it because it ruins David Tennant's last movie. It ruins kind of a lot of other character storyline that happened. Oh shit. Oh well. I am dying a lot. So, I'm supposed to because of focusing on Doctor Who. You know, I wish there was a good Doctor Who video game. There have been like a couple. There's a Flash one. There's another one. I think the problem is the idea of being the Doctor is supposed to be kind of he's like his own Deus Machina. He's like Superman. It's like Superman or Batman and the Doctor. They're their own Deus Machinas. Things happen because they're the Doctor or the Batman, and you know, it's because Superman has whatever power that the writers needed him to have. And I think... Oh, stop that. I'm coming after you. But first, a drink. And that was stupidly sloppy of me. I am trying to, but my legs can't stretch out. Yes. Laying on my bed because I don't have a good Yeah, I don't feel like propping my legs up that high. Wait, what? No, he just fell. He literally was strafing me and fell. Yeah, like the computer had forgotten the clip was there. That was kind of impressive, actually, to be fair. That was... Ah, dang it. I died, but I got my souls back. That was the big thing. Now I'm almost at 12,000 souls. I have enough to maybe possibly buy another level. But I don't know. It's an okay season. I wish it was stronger for Capaldi's sake. Because the problem is the new season's intro had one of the lowest ratings for a Doctor's intro. Fuck